Set your alarm, earns you hungry.
Virginity. What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly women. A virgin is someone who's never had sex, but it's not as...
All right, bro. Look, when she did that mainly women part, that right there was a control tactic. The very thing that she was talking about it was used for, she was using it for the same thing, for her own agenda. Bro, like, shame is not a bad thing. I'm tired of people trying to make shame seem like it's a bad thing. It's an absolutely necessary thing, bro. The only thing about shame that's different now than what it was before is been misplaced. They took shame from one spot and put it over here. It was supposed to be here. It belongs here on this spot. But they took it and moved it over here, bro. This is another form of order out of chaos.
Simple as it seems. For one thing, medically, virginity isn't a real thing. In some cultures, people place a lot of importance on the hymen, a thin, fleshy tissue located at the opening of your vagina, as a marker of virginity. But the status of your hymen doesn't actually mean anything.
Bro, nobody on the school bus or in school or nowhere is walking around talking about a thin, fleshy tissue. Did you get your thin, fleshy tissue bust open? Like, no, bro. Ain't nobody saying that, bro. And come on, look, who are we taking advice from? She just looks like an agenda push, bro. She just look like everything that's been pushed. Mrs. Puff, from SpongeBob. She look like two Florida Evanses. Come on, bro. I ain't trying to resort to shaming tactics, but come on, who are we taking advice from, bro? When you want to take advice, you take advice from people who have what you want. Does she look like she has anything that you want? Ladies, I'm talking to y'all. Does this lady look like she has anything that you want, bro? And they put her in a classroom. Like, this is directly aimed towards kids, bro. This could not be a dude saying this, bro, because then we be calling him PEDO, right? It had to be exactly her. Everything about her was perfect for just this, bro.
That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon or a finger, riding a bike, or doing sports. So you can't tell if someone's had sex by the way their hymen looks or feels. Another reason...
Bro, nobody talks like this, bro. Like, the hymen, penis, and vagina sex... Like, bro, nobody talks like this, bro. This is cringy as hell, bro. Like, come on, dog. We not gonna confuse things that we already understand. We all understand what virginity is, bro. Like, we all understand what that is. As a dude, especially when I was growing up in high school, if you won't get no pussy, if you was a virgin, then you was getting clowned, bro. There's a lot of pressure on dudes to lose their V card, bro. That was a tough time. And I'm pretty sure it's still like that. And as a girl, let's be honest, bro. These girls, majority of them is not virgins. These girls is getting more sex than dudes, bro. They got rosters, nigga. And like, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of them that wish they still had their virginity, bro. Like, we not gonna shame somebody because they not a virgin.
The idea of virginity is complete nonsense. Is that sex means different things to different people.
No, bruh, no. We all understand what it is. Come on, bro. Order out of chaos, bro. We all see and know and experience these things for ourselves. We don't need Mrs. Puff to come and tell us what we already know. We can't let people trick us out of our light, bro. You ever heard the term, don't let them trick you out the streets, nigga? This is an example of that. You can't let people trick you out of your light. You have knowledge and discernment and a brain of your own to think and know these things for yourself. Bro, we all know what virginity is. We do not need her to tell us what virginity is, bro. Like, come on now.
Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way. Penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people? Or folks who can't or...
Look, bro. We making simple things confusing, bro. Let them queer people figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Let them do that, bro. Let them live their life over there, bro. They don't need to come over here and confuse us, bro. We understand, bro. Like, we already know how these parts work. We was born with them, dog. How we born with something and live with it all our life and not understand it, bro? Like, you can't nobody tell me no better than me how my shit work, bro. Just like can't nobody tell you better than you how your shit work, bro. You had it all your life. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. We don't need people like this telling us what's going on, bro. Like, man, it had to be her, bro. How many narratives, how many agendas do you think she covers, bro? You got she a BBW, you know what I'm saying? She's probably a LGB. I can't say the rest of them letters. You know what I'm saying? She probably covers a lot of the agendas, bro. I mean, just imagine if this was a man, if this was a white man or any man for real, or if this was a white woman or a black man. Just imagine if it was anybody else but her saying the exact same thing, right? Like, right, would it be okay? You know what I'm saying?
Don't have penis and vagina sex and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex instead. And not everyone...
What other type? You know what? I don't want to know. Don't tell me what other type. I don't want to know, bro.
First sexual experience is consensual.
I don't want to know,
meaning that they were forced or pressured into having sex. There is also a double standard on who carries the burden of virginity. Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it. Make it make sense.
No. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. Order out of chaos, bro. Women are shamed for being promiscuous. They're not shamed for having sex, bro. I don't expect no woman to be 100% virgin, dog. Like, I'm not going around pointing fingers and shaming and casting stones just because you got a pass. But if you out here just loose and promiscuous and you've been with this dude after 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 plenty of dudes and you gotta lie about your body count, bro, then that's when you should reevaluate. Well, regroup. That's when you should regroup, bro. That's when you should be honest with yourself, right? Because they trying to make you, what they do, right, is they take a concept and they zoom in on the most pixelated part of the they zoom in on the smallest part of the concept and try to make it as big as possible. But what happens when you zoom in on a picture? The resolution gets more pixely and less clear, right? That's exactly what this is. The more you zoom in on the smallest detail, the less clear it is. But when you zoom out, the picture becomes more clear. You get a better understanding of what you got to look at or what's right in front of you, right? Because come on now, we all understand what virginity is. We all understand what shame is. Think about this, right? Think about what they call post-nut clarity, It's really shame. It's really another term for shame. Think about when you just finish getting busy with somebody and right afterwards you just had an overwhelming feeling of shame. Like, bruh, what in the fuck am I doing? Nobody had to teach you that. Nobody had to teach you that feeling. You understood that feeling. You felt that feeling, bro. You understood that you was ashamed of what you just did. You didn't need Mrs. Puff Florida Evans to tell you that, bro. Mrs. Florida Puff Evans, bro. Look at her, man. She just looked like chaos, bro. Everything, every agenda that they've been trying to push is her, bro. She is every agenda. She will come and destroy your life, bro. She's gonna make things that you already understand confusing. It couldn't have been nobody else. It had to be her.
Either way, shame has no place in someone's personal decisions about sex. It's time
Like I just said, bro. You go out there, men, women, whatever. You go out there and you have some intercourse with a person, and right after you finish, you feel that shame. Nobody had to teach you that. You knew that. You knew that inside. That was something that you knew. Nobody had to teach you that.
throw away the notion of losing your virginity. What if instead of losing something, we reframe it as gaining? Because the truth is, when we make our own...
The truth is, if it's real, it doesn't have to be reframed or repurposed, right? It's already it. Light is light. You don't have to repurpose light, bro. The light is the truth, right? You can't take light and repurpose it as something else. It's light. It's gonna be light. You can't touch it. You can't catch it. You can't beat it, bro. Light is there to help you see what's right in front of you.
decision to become sexually active, we aren't setting ourselves up to lose anything at all. We hope we are gaining things like intimacy, self-insight, pleasure, and empowerment.
All right, look. She went down the list. Hold
We are
on.
gaining things like intimacy, self-insight, pleasure, and empowerment.
All right. Intimacy. We all understand what intimacy is. You can gain that through spending time. You can gain that through physical touch. You can gain that through building a relationship. Self-insight. Bro. Self-insight. I want to say this as delicately as possible, right? When you are loose and having a bunch of casual sex, yeah, you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot of positions. You can learn what you like. You can learn what you don't like. You can learn what works, how to please somebody. You can learn a lot. But what does that really lead to? Where is that going to lead you to? Right? Like, just think about the best partner you ever had. The best person that did it right. Where are they now? Are y'all still together? If y'all are, congratulations. But that was because it meant more than just sex. Right? But if they not around, what happened? If they was the best, what happened? If it was just, you know what I'm saying? Pleasure. Flesh. Right? We on pleasure now. The flesh. You can never satisfy your flesh because it's always going to require more. Your flesh is always going to desire and require more. That's how people end up doing regular missionary, and then they gotta get more into more wild stuff to get the same satisfaction that they was getting before. Just think about it. Just think about how you started and where you are now, because you couldn't please that flesh the same way that you could before. That dopamine, it takes more. And empowerment. Like I said, don't let people trick you out of your light. Don't let people trick you out of your power. Don't let Mrs. Puff trick you out your power, bro. You already have that inside of you. You don't need external validation to have what you already got inside. This right here is order out of chaos, bro.
All of these myths around sex and virginity can be so hurtful and overwhelming. But here's the one truth.
Bro, ain't nothing wrong with getting your feelings hurt, bro. That's how you learn. Come on, bro. We can't be so soft. Soft, capital T, soft. Bro, you gotta get your feelings hurt. That's how you learn. That's how you build character. That's how you become better. It's getting your feelings hurt every once in a while. Everybody wants to be so happy and all the time, bro. Like, shame is necessary. Like I said, nobody had to teach you that. You already felt that. You felt it when you did something that you knew you shouldn't have been doing. Nobody had to teach you that, bro. Just think about this scenario. Two people speak completely different languages. They meet. They have intercourse, right? Then they regret it afterwards. They don't have no way to communicate that, but they both feel it. They both understand it. Bro.
You should remember, sex is defined by one thing and one thing only, you. Maybe that's being fingered for the first time. Maybe it's having anal sex.
This is cringy, dog.
Maybe it's having your first orgasm. Maybe it's masturbating for the
Bro, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. You think she ever had something? She talking about sex like she just had her shit bust down and split open, bro. You think any dude in their right mind bust this down? Because if he did, she wouldn't be on this screen right now looking the way she look and talking the way she talk, bro. Right, ladies, y'all had a dude just bust y'all ass down one good time, gave you some act right. You damn sure ain't wake up the next morning like this, bro. Man.
Time, or when you enthusiastically consent to sex. That's the beauty of your sexual journey. You're in charge, and you can figure it out on your own terms. Choosing to have sex, when, what kind, where, who with, is something that only you get to define.
Bullshit.